Hello guys, welcome back in Story Time channel. Today's our story name is A for Amnesty, written by Sudha Murty. Let's go to the story. The American education system at the university level is different from ours. There, the final marks are based on the average marks of three examinations held earlier in the semester. As a result, students have to study and do well constantly, and there is not much pressure during the final exam. There is also greater student teacher interaction in that system. As a teacher, I have seen that sometimes even a bright student may not do well because of the pressures of the final test. There are other ways to examine the depth of knowledge of the student, like surprises exams, open book exam, oral exam, etc. The examination should not scare the students. Instead, it should measure their knowledge fairly and give marks accordingly. This kind of system requires more number of teachers for students. However, this is difficult to achieve in India, where there are large number of students. There is also great pressure on students from the parents and the society to perform well. My son is studying in the college in the US. He loves computer science immensely and always puts in a lot of hard work when he studies it. One day he called me after his midterm exams. I could make out from his voice that he was very sad. He told me I did not do my exams well. It is not that I did not know the answers, but instead of the digit 8, I assumed digit as a 6 and did the entire calculation based on that. I prepared so well and now I know I will not do well. I am feeling very depressed. As a teacher, I don't give too much of importance to marks because I am aware of such situations. Many a time I have seen children who are really good in subjects unable to answer questions due to the various factors. So I consoled him. Don't worry. So what? You have lost the battle, but you will win the war. Examinations are not only index in life. Keep courage, face reality, and don't be neglected while reading the questions. Good luck for next time. He was not at all pleased to hear my words. You talk like a moral science teacher, Amma. It is a very competitive here and difficult to achieve anything in such an atmosphere. You are a teacher and you only give grades. You don't sit for exams. So you do not know the difficulties of students. I knew he was sad. My consolation did not help him. But he had forgotten that once upon a time I had also been a student and had passed through the same passage. After a few days, I got another call from him. There was a joy and great enthusiasm in his voice. Suddenly, the dark winter days had turned into the bright sunny days. Amma, you know I got grade A in that subject which I did not do well in. How come? I was very surprised. It is a very funny thing. After the exam, I was talking to the professor and we are discussing various topics. When I got my papers, I saw I had got good marks for the question which I had answered wrongly. My other friends said the professor must have made a mistake. Don't tell him, keep quiet. Getting a good grade is more important in this competitive world. What did you do? I asked anxiously. I thought for a while, then I realized grades are important, but honesty is even more important. You taught me that when I was a little boy. Do you remember, Amba? Once the shopkeeper mistook 50 rupees for 100 rupees and gave change for 100. At that time, we did not have much money, but still, you sent me back to the shop to return the extra money. At that age, I was so reluctant to go and return the change, but you were strict with me and said if I didn't, I would have to go without dinner. Somehow, I was unable to keep quiet about the professor's mistake. I wrote an email to him saying I did not deserve those marks. But his reply was more surprising. What was that? He replied, I have not given the marks by mistake. I was deliberate. After the exam, I was talking to you, and my constant interaction with you throughout the semester had convinced me of the depth of your knowledge and your passion for the subject. Mistakes do happen by oversight or due to tension. That's the reason I gave you some marks for that question. After all, exams should also measure the depth of your knowledge. My eyes filled with the tears on hearing this story. I was happy, not because he had got an A grade, but because he had practiced what he believed in. Many of my own students have behaved in a similar way in different situations, though they may have a lost lot in the process. To some people, it may seem to be stupidity, but I am sure the good values they have learned will help them any crisis. Now, this is the end of the story. Do you like it? Then comment it. Subscribe my channel. Bye bye.